Welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Journey podcast. What's up, bro?
We back like a
How
crack
you
addict, you know what
doing?
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Always
yeah, yeah.
coming back. We here.
Man, bro, let's just hop right into this. So,
Say, say
all
less.
right. So we were just kind of talking about cryptos. Uh,
Yep.
okay. So you like Dogecoin?
I don't like Dogecoin, but it's making me money right now.
Okay.
And
Uh,
and I'm watching it as we speak, and as soon as it hits a certain number, it's just gonna get cashed out.
so
Because
all right.
it
So
this,
that did we
this is
talk
a
about this already?
no, I mean the ultimate thing with these cryptos is like you can make quick money off of them if you put enough in it, especially like Dogecoin, like not Bitcoin because it's freaking over 60,000 now. But
Right.
it's like, hey, I mean, if you
Yeah.
can buy a bunch of shares, might as well hold them until you make some money and then take your change and head on to the next one.
Right. All right. So the only thing is with that. I was listening to this guy kind of talk about like stocks and like cryptocurrencies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, so all right. So I made good money with Dogecoin, like when that whole first pop happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like people have kind of like tried to recreate that. Um, and
Back.
there was a guy that I was with at work last night who he was like, man, he was like, I think it's gonna make it to like 30 cents tonight because he put in all this money
Mm-hmm.
and he was getting all amped up. And I was thinking back to the guy that I was listening to. He was like, those are called like pump and dumps. Where he was like, he said, and it used to just be like a bunch of rich people would just do it like with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would all put like a bunch of money in, fluctuate the market. He said, but they kind of did that with stocks. He was like, but now you have like more freedom to do it with like cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
And he was like, so you can like just pump them, make them look like they're really headed somewhere. So then a bunch of people chip in, and then all you and all your friends just pull out. And then it's like, it was like, ah, that was fun. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And so I feel like that's what's gonna like keep happening with Doge because like I haven't seen them say like they have like any real plan for like the future.
No, I mean I definitely don't see any of that. But did Bitcoin ever say they had a plan for the future?
Yeah.
Like at the
Dude,
beginning, though, like
so
before it got like serious, and now like everyone wants to have every place except Bitcoin.
yeah, because like they were like a gaming currency. So
Okay.
like like now like people just use like um uh, to this now I could be butchering this, but like how like people like buy like stuff like on games.
Yeah.
Um you basically could like put your money into this and then you would send a person that Bitcoin.
Okay.
So it's just as if they received it and they could just keep buying stuff like with that instead of having to like worry about if you were here, like how much would it be like somewhere else, things of that sort.
Yeah.
So they never, I guess, they never made an announcement like, "Hey, our plan is to be backed by all these companies," but they
Yeah.
treated it like it was real online.
Okay.
And also, then they were backed. Well, not backed, but they were one of the biggest users by the Silk Road. Like that was kind of what they were based into. Was Bitcoin. So it always had like I guess, a more professional side to it, or
Yeah.
like bigger use. Dogecoin was simply like they said we were just joking around when we made this.
And here we are.
And yeah, like so it's like not. I mean, I could see if they continue on, yeah, but it's like I feel like too many people are like doing stuff with it like that. So
Like me.
I mean, yeah, like well, I think just I would say about 95% of people
Yeah.
that are using it. So like, what is it called? The volatility.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too high, so then they would just like not that many people want to like hop into it.
No, I mean
Um,
that's fair. I mean, I'm just riding along because if this bad boy hits $1, that's business.
yeah, that dude. Yeah, if it does though, I will feel so bad that I didn't like get back into it
Yeah. But I
because
mean,
that's big money.
it's almost halfway there. It's been floating around like 37 to 39 cents all morning.
Okay, I don't even remember what it was like when I
Like
cashed out.
remember like when everyone started it, like it wasn't even at like a penny, and then
Yeah,
and then it started like everyone was like, let's try to get it to a dime.
yeah.
So I
And now you're
mean,
talking about 30 cent. Yeah.
yeah.
I think we talked about this like on here because I was like I'm kind of excited because like I put in $15, but I made I think it was like 140, like something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. It was like I can't remember. It was like 140, 170. I can't remember exactly, but I remember I got out and then I tried to put in again when it dipped, and then it was just it didn't have the same. So I think I made like another like $5,
Yo, low
but
key, I
that
got
was it.
super scared last night because it was at like 30 cents I was like 29 cents when I bought it. And then the
Mhm.
bad boy dropped to like 22 cents. And I was like, well, there goes some money. Luckily, I woke up this morning, it was up. And I was like, oh, all right, we good.
Yeah.
Diamond hands.
Um.
Gotta have diamond hands.
Dude, I still get on Reddit and like read his stuff. Bro, some people are holding fast at GameStop. GameStop.
Still?
Yeah, GameStop stock. Yeah. Yeah, still do. I mean so I don't know, like I think we've talked about that. I don't know much about stocks, but like there's still all this stuff that can happen like with these shorts and blah 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 if they continue to hold to like another day and this that and that, like the value just continues to increase and so forth.
Well,
So they're basically they're doing what I guess they've been doing this whole time,
yeah.
which is just toying with like the big hedge funds, and they're pissed. So yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine they're not thrilled that the average person has figured out a game to play with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And literally can toy with them every single day. Like it's not just like something that just happens every once in a while that they can like gear up for.
Dude, they better hope those hedge funds don't have a big worm somewhere. Because
Oh, you
don't
say
play
like a
big worm like from Friday. Like, don't play with my money, Smokey. Like,
and just pop up.
yeah,
They do. It's called the U.S. government and secret agencies.
yeah. They're
Like,
probably some mafia tied in there somewhere.
yeah, they make a call. I mean, think. Did we talk to? I want to say we talked about this before, but like where the hedge fund CEO got on national television talking about regulations. Bro, when was the last time you ever like what? Why would he want more regulations on like
We already
what
know you
he's
don't follow
involved
the
in?
rules. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm sure he's probably put in a call to a few people, a favor for a favor,
oh, no doubt.
guarantee.
But with these cryptos though, I bet like we've just seen in a year, exactly almost a year,
Hmm.
Bitcoin went from what like 8,000 to now we're over 60.
Yeah,
Bro, I think the people that say it's going to be over 100,000 by the end of the year are going to be correct.
I could see that, bro. Dude, I've been doing my little part, chipping in $5 where I can.
I need to see.
Dude, that's all I've been doing. Every little opportunity I get, $5 here, $5 there. Um, I so if it, I don't know what that means. Like if it makes it over 100,000, because like it's getting backed like so hard right now by companies.
Hmm.
Something kind of interesting, because something else I wanted to talk about too was like how China just started their digital currency,
Hmm.
which they weren't that creative. They call it the digital yen. So cool,
Yeah,
but
it's literally just a digital version of their money.
yes, bro, literally, like that's it. But it's supposed to it's supposed to not be affected by like currency rates and blah blah blah. It's whatever that is at for that day, blah blah blah. But they already control like was it 40? I saw something that said like 40 and something that said like 70% of Bitcoin like mining or something like that. So it's
Jeez,
like yeah, so they've already.
why they need that then?
That's what I was wondering too. But again,
Oh
that's
yeah,
way
way above
above
our
my,
head.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So like I don't know, but I'm sure, dude. It sounds like everything China's doing, they're not playing the short game. They're in it for like the long haul. And 60, 70 years from now, who knows like what that plan is? Well, obviously we may not know, but they know. They got
They
it set
know.
up.
Bro, I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now, I love the flag that's on my hat, and I have my USA baseball hoodie on, and
yeah,
I love America.
yeah.
And China's going to be the top country in the world in the next like 15 years.
Dude, I mean, it's
They've been making a steady climb at it for
bro,
how
they
long?
are.
They knew about this thing that we just had to deal with, that we're still dealing with. We're not even going to go there, but
Yeah, honestly. And but two, they're making moves like us, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so as far as going to places, setting up military bases, dude, their naval base now almost has just as many bases as we have.
But also, like, at what point are they gonna come knocking on our door asking us for all that money we owe them?
See, I don't know how that works. Again, that's way above me too, because I don't know how that works, bro. Like, I mean,
I mean,
if we
a debt's a debt.
right, and like if we have to pay them, I mean, that just makes your dollar's value go down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you pay it all, I don't know. I don't know how that works. You can pay them in Bitcoin, but and that's another thing too. With so many like American companies getting into Bitcoin, I feel like America as a country is going to have to get into Bitcoin at some point.
Yep.
And then what happens? Like you know, like now you got government agencies because you already have the government of China in Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm.
like documented. They run it. So it's like, when does Russia step in? When does Europe step in? When does America may be forced into it?
Well,
Then it,
I think the corporations will make that move first. I think
I mean, oh yeah, well,
once there's a big corporation that says, "Hey, we accept Bitcoin."
bro, you already see it. Like
Oh, I know,
we
but I'm talking about like where you can go to the grocery store and use Bitcoin, or like something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So when we were in Philly, you could,
really?
yeah, bro, and Venmo. Yeah, you scan this thing. It's on like this little receipt, and you just scan it, and then yeah, the transaction happens right there. Like it's already happening in places.
Oh yeah, it's over.
So that's why I'm like, so I'm sure if they have it there, there's other places. I listened to the Joe Budden podcast, but they talked about it on there. Like they're in New York, so you know it's a little bit different. So they may be testing it out in like those super big markets to see. But yeah, because they were like, man, I'm glad I can finally go to my barber now and just like scan and cash app them. And they were like,
That's crazy.
yeah, instead of and they were like, and they started bringing up like how they had like Bitcoin and stuff too. But yeah, we went to some brewery, and you know how like they drop your tab off,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you, so at the box they give you like the little code thing you can scan. And then it says like all the available payments, and it's right there, Bitcoin or Venmo.
Dang,
Yeah.
bro. I feel like people over 50 hear that and probably are like just have a heart attack.
What is? You don't see the money? It changes every day.
And then it's like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
You know those people that go out to eat who like they just are set in their ways. They're not going to do anything they
Mhm.
don't want to do.
I mean, cash will always be king just because people like the physical aspect of seeing it. You can't really hack it. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's on my person. So now you have to rob me of it.
and
So
good luck.
like, yeah, you know, and so there's so many difficulties with it. But when you talk about like electrical like messages or you know like
Well, and
numbers,
like Bitcoin, like
yeah,
Bitcoin is just like a freaking clump of letters and numbers together.
yeah,
You
you
send it
know,
over
like,
to this wallet, and then like there's no returning it. Like once it's sent, it is gone.
yeah, exactly.
I
Ooh,
hope you send it to the right person.
yeah, it's that reminds me too. So you know Blake,
Mhm.
he's been telling me about this app. Free ad here, Uphold. But it's super cool because it has like, it's basically I guess kind of like Nerd Wallet.
Mhm.
So it's like lists all the cryptocurrencies. Um, but I had no idea about this. You might know what this is. XRP.
Mhm. I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah. So he's been telling me about it. It almost sounds similar to Doge,
Mhm.
because you know they're waiting on it to kind of rise and blah blah blah. But he was telling me how that it's faster than Bitcoin as far as mining goes.
Mm.
So he was like, right now it takes like 10 minutes for verification on a Bitcoin,
Mhm.
where he was like, he said XRP is doing it within seconds. And he said, so
Dang.
they've already had like some banks start to use it as like as a backup system.
Wow.
Right. And so I was like, no, that's big moves if you hear like, because banks aren't just putting money anywhere. Like,
No.
you know, their whole thing is, you know, keep money safe. So I think that's one anybody listening to us should look at. So I naturally me, I threw a couple of dollars in there. I think I threw like $10. So just to see, because he said, so he put some money in. I want to say he was like, he kind of just went out like on a limb, and I did like $150. And he said it started to like go up. So he was like, dude, he was like, I really do think that's gonna be like something that is used down the line.
Yeah.
And I think I could see like the government coming back like and tying that in. So if banks are already starting to back it, they're like, hey, we will accept like XRP or like a Bitcoin used as an XRP if that's how that works.
It's just gonna
Like,
be, once people start getting paychecks and cryptos, like
bro,
that one NFL player did, but like
mm-hmm.
I'm talking like actual
Everyday people,
everyday people.
it's coming, dude. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Oh yeah.
Like, well, just think if businesses are already accepting it, I mean, that means they have to like cash it out. So it would just be easier to just send it. You see what I'm saying?
That's my question right now. Like the ultimate question I have is, would you rather have a savings account or and put all your savings into like a crypto right now?
Oh no. So this may sound irresponsible to some people, but no, I use like those as a savings.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Like
why would I want money to just sit there?
exactly. Like
This money can
don't
make
get me wrong,
money.
I have like some set away,
Same.
but
Same.
yeah,
And
but
I'm not saying that like every dollar I save goes into something else.
yeah,
No, bro.
no,
I have money set aside. But like,
yeah.
yeah, bro, I'm putting money, extra money is going here
Facts.
because like this money doesn't just sit here and get 2 cents on the year, bro. I got a thing from my bank the other day. It was like a savings interest, like a return.
Yeah, the little
And I got
dividends thing.
2 cents. And I was like, bro, you could have kept that, but thank you.
Yeah, like I could have doggone handed y'all 2 cent, handed myself 2 cent. I could have walked down the street and grabbed 2 cent.
Yeah.
Like this little 2 cent dividend doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely agree. Like I think that's just me. I don't know. I've maybe we should probably ask somebody that has like a ton of money, see what they say.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, because the people that have like probably hundreds of thousands in their savings probably get a fat return.
Yeah,
But
yeah. They're like 2 cent. Wow, how poor are you?
yeah. But it's just like this right here, like I don't know, man. Especially if my thing I keep asking myself every day is how much really is $60,000? Because like
What do you mean? Say that again.
how much does that impact you? You know what I mean? Like no, I don't like. Yeah, I have to work hard to make $60,000, but at the same time, I can invest in this cryptocurrency and make over that pretty quickly.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and then like the return on investment on that. Like, I put my hard-earned money into this, knowing that this is going to go up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I see, and so I think we're almost basically. Well, what I'm about to say, we're saying the same thing. But yeah, I think that's a smarter plan. Of what we're doing is like investing your money every time you do get like that little bit extra, or hell, if you want to take a whole check because you're like, I know I got another one coming, and just put it all into like whether it be stocks or crypto. Like, absolutely, I think that's better than your money just sitting there. And then you do say the impact of 60,000. I mean, if I'm understanding what you're saying,
yeah, but that 60,000 is in what we could see in 2 months.
That's what I'm saying, man. Well, think, bro. What if you were okay? Let's say you got a return of like on some investment was 60,000, and then you reinvested that.
Yeah, bro.
Boy, yes. So that impact of 60,000 could be, what was it, 10x? Is that what they say? Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you,
the investment term.
There's millions of people that have done this.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's millions of people that haven't worked a day in their life because they learned how to do this early enough.
Wall Street bets. That's all he's done. Literally.
Exactly, bro.
I think he was he did something IT though, and like a financial something. So but he's understood this for a long time though, basically. He's only like 35.
But like there's the predictions that say Bitcoin could be like $1 million at one point.
So, I mean, dude,
So
I could easily see that though.
so I'm not saying you have to throw 60,000 in right now. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like, even if you have ultimately a couple thousand in there, every time that doubles, your money doubles.
Bro, who's somebody was saying basically take like if you get like a tax return,
Yeah.
put that into it. And I was like, I could honestly, yeah, I could see somebody making a good enough argument for that. If they were like, look, I'm getting paychecks or I'm making a certain amount of money right now. That money was just gonna be, I guess, play money anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well put, if not all of it, most of it into whether it be a crypto or stock. I think, yeah, man, you could have some huge benefits from that.
Facts. We're also about to witness history on this podcast.
What
Dogecoin
happened?
is almost at 50 cents.
What's the highest it's been to?
Right now it's peaking. It's at 48. So this is the highest it's been.
At 48.
Yeah, this is way higher than it's ever been.
Well, dude, something. All right, switching up a little bit from cryptos, because I wanted to see what you thought about this. So, Columbia University,
Mm-hmm.
they had, and they were going to continue to do all separate like cultural graduations.
They did what?
So they were gonna split up.
So you mean to tell me they're doing segregation?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. But they didn't see the
What?
problem with this. So they were like they didn't know how to I guess what they say, they didn't know how to address each group's like culture basically on like the large scale without possibly offending somebody else's or this, that, and the third, and or being inclusive enough. So they just had like all separate ones. So you're like, white people have their own, black people have their own, Asian people have their own, like all this. And here's my thinking, bro. I was like, but first of all, dude, Asians have one of the biggest ethnic diversities there is.
Yeah.
So like, you would have to have many graduations within that one graduation.
Yeah, there wouldn't be one. You'd have to legitimately have like 25 graduations.
Yeah,
And
just
then
like
like 20
going through.
like they're all gonna have like 12 people.
Yeah, like so. Then you know what I mean. It's just, it's so. It was so.
Need you say racist?
Yeah, like honestly, but it was. I guarantee the person that introduced it thought they were being so like woke and like we did it.
Bro, it's because Columbia University is in New York.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And then they turn around and then as you see it play out, it's one of those things that's what it sounds good in theory, but then in experiment, it sucks so bad.
Yeah.
And that's exactly because it's like, nope. How do they not read that on the paper and think everybody's going to be like, that's racist? Like, like
Literally.
that's segregation. Literally what it is.
To a T.
Yeah. You can't even like sugarcoat it. You can't like try to smooth it over. I mean, I know you're trying to add this nice spin to it. We're like, no, we wanted everybody to appreciate their culture. But yeah, and not share with anybody else.
Yeah, don't look at their cultures though.
Yeah, like just focus in on yours. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I really hope that plan does not follow through because
no, I'm pretty sure they did. I think they did it in the fall, if I'm not mistaken. They already did it in the fall, and they were trying to do it again for the spring.
They need to not do that again. They need to cut that one out. Let's go ahead and stop trying to separate everybody because we get enough of that from the news and from the world we live in these days.
Man, you bringing up the news made me think like how they've been doing this Derek Chauvin case.
Yeah.
Bro, you talk about setting up division.
Yes, sir.
Bro, it's so they've been telling like the major cities, like where there's like predominantly black people, to like prepare for basically riots.
Yeah.
Because, dude, okay, so just kind of diving into this a bit, I think that it's a very good chance that he gets off,
I think
only
so.
because of what they presented. And so I know somebody's gonna hear that, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, he killed him! He killed him!" And it's like, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but what they're trying to label this as is he complicated his passing away. So, and that sounds like a weird sentence to me, but they're saying that when you say like it complicated, like they didn't necessarily like make it happen,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't do anything to stop. They were like they're causing issues for them too. So like by him putting his knee on his neck, um, caused him to like have lack of oxygen. But according to the autopsy, dude, he had 3 times the lethal limit of fentanyl in the system. Dude, I don't know about fentanyl that much. I don't know if you do.
They say like the drop, like the basically like amount of fentanyl compared to like the like ink and like the tip of a pen.
Yeah,
That much could kill you.
bro. So he probably took a whole pin drop. Like just take that in, bro. So like yeah, when they said that, I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like one of the side effects of a fentanyl like overdose would be like the ability to breathe would be slowed, or basically.
So he was
So
already breathing slow before.
well, it was just anything could have stopped. Like you could have grabbed him too hard,
Yeah.
and like it would have complicated ways for him to breathe. Like so now imagine there's a knee on his neck. I mean, and he's turned sideways. And there was a lung doctor that got on there, or a lung expert. They didn't say doctor, but basically he was saying that with the weight of like the police officer being on his back and the knee on his neck, his lungs couldn't expand to bring in fresh air. So every time, like it was just kind of constricting like this, and he already has something that's causing basically no use of his lungs already.
Yeah.
So those two things together. But the doctor was saying that not the doctor, the expert was saying that it was a direct result of the knee on the neck. He's saying that like the body weight would have been fine, but since he put the knee on the neck, he believes that he killed him. And it was like, okay, but that's disregarding all of his own choices.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, it like
so
and it's
split so many different ways on it, which I get it. Like everyone's entitled to their opinion on it, but yeah,
dude, it's
everyone wants to argue about it, who's right and who's wrong.
yeah, and it's like, but from what this just sound how this is gonna sound. Derek Chauvin's defense has done a really good job of
They've done their job.
yes. They've laid it out. They've asked the right questions, put people in the right situation to basically prove it. And everything that they've been trying to prove has kind of been flipped the other way. Like and I've been trying to watch them like as much as I can, but some of those are too long. They're like hour and a half, 2 hours like every day, and I'm like, yeah, I don't got time for all this. Yeah.
I haven't watched any of it just because, like, to be honest, like it's over. Like I have no play in what's going to happen here. Tell us what's going to happen. Let's hope everyone handles himself decently afterwards.
Right. And so that kind of goes into what I was saying, because then right after that, did you see that guy that got killed, Devontae Wright?
In Minnesota again.
Huh?
And it was another Minnesota killing.
Yeah, right outside of Minneapolis, Brooklyn Center.
Brooklyn Center, yeah.
So and have you seen it at all? Have you seen what happened?
I've again, I wasn't there, so I don't know how true any of this stuff is.
Oh, bro, so the video's out there, like
I haven't seen it.
Man, start to finish. The video's out there. It is like the whole encounter. They released it all to the public. I'll kind of give you my viewpoint. So she no doubt about it, she killed him, but was it an accident? Yes, only because bro. So I watched like Officer Tatum, and so he goes to this video breakdown of it. But bro, the lady genuinely like was saying taser out loud. Like she's like, I'm gonna use taser, 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 taser. Like she's yelling it while pointing her gun. And then she only shoots one time. And then she almost shot the other officer beside her. Like that's how bad it was. Like in her head, she really thought she had a taser. And dude, her sergeant was right across on the other like side of the car. The bullet could have went through and hit him too. Bro, yes. And so when everybody just like jumps back like this, and then even with him like being hit like in the stomach or the side, he's still able to pull off the car. Devontae Wright is. But then like all of them are sitting there, and she says, "Oh my god, I shot him." And they're just looking there like, "What?" And she was like, "Oh my god, I just shot him." And the officer was like, he was like, so like the one that was wrestling with them that she almost shot, like he's just standing here like this, like, oh my god, I just almost got shot.
Yeah.
And then and then the sergeant on the other side, he's just looking like, I cannot believe you just shot that guy. And then he's probably thinking too, on top of that, like, you almost just shot me. I'm on the opposite side of the car. Like, oh dude, it's so bad. And she's been an officer for 26 years. No incidents, no nothing. So I say all that to say of what, yes, even it was a fatal mistake.
Hmm.
I do think it was a genuine accident, just because of everybody's like reaction afterwards. Like, if she was afterwards, if she was like, oh well, or like something like that, maybe not. But like the fact that she shot one time and she was like right on top of him, and then she jumps back with surprise, like, oh my god. She was like, I just shot him.
Yeah.
Like you can tell it was not in her intentions.
That's
Uh, yeah, dude. No, I do think she should be fired. Um,
I mean, you gotta have consequences. Unfortunately, I mean that's the
yeah,
system we've painted. Like people, there's a lot of people that are doing hella time that made a mistake.
absolutely, absolutely. Now, but I wanted to ask you, do you think she should like? Because now they're saying like they're trying to determine if they're gonna pursue charges against her. Because right now there's no charges. She just resigned, and the police chief resigned as well.
I mean,
You know.
I don't know.
I'm stuck too because I don't know, man. Because it's like it seems like such an honest mistake. Like
I
it
I,
really does.
I honestly, just to, in all fairness, I think there probably should be a trial.
Just to see.
Yeah, just to, I guess, have the professionals look at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
For lack of a better term, because I mean, ultimately, like she did kill somebody,
yeah, hmm
mistake or not. Somebody is dead now, and
yeah,
I think that should be looked at. But I mean, I'm not the one that gets to make that decision. You know what I mean?
yeah. I I do think that there should be a trial, just as you said, for professionalism and to just sort out everything that happened, so that way you get like an account from her leader and from the officer that was there too with her.
Mhm.
Because there was also another passenger in the car too. That's another issue. So you gotta like and see what their take on it was too, because she almost shot them too. Like, bro, everybody was basically in a straight line like this, if you can imagine.
So
So it's
that bullet
like,
goes through, they're all hit.
yeah, if she is literally just over like just a little bit like this, that bullet will literally go through the officer in front of her, through the driver, the passenger, and it would hit her sergeant too. I mean, if a bullet was able to make it through all those
Yeah.
materials, yeah, it would. All she had to do is like, bro, imagine if I'm just moving from right here to right here. That's it, and it would have just been. That's why everybody was like so shocked. So that's why I say, um, I do think you just need to get everybody's like story of what happened. But I definitely think I don't know, like consequence wise, yeah, that's a tough one because just there's so many different like laws and rules that go out there.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, but I the timing of that though too. We were talking about everybody being separated and like things of
Hmm.
that sort. I just think that she couldn't have picked a worse time to make a mistake because it's just gonna fuel like this separation that you see happening.
Yeah, which is just
Yeah,
that's ridiculous that we still have to live in that. You know what
yeah.
I
Did you see the leader of BLM? Did you see all those houses she bought?
mean, bro? They be supporting her. They be feeding them pockets.
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but she told you she was a Marxist. Like she said, that's what she is, Marxist.
He's
That's exactly what a Marxist does,
modern day Bernie Madoff, bro.
bro. Oh wait, why you say that? Just taking from everybody?
Yeah, bro. Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. Well, bro, just Marxism in general. It literally, you take from everybody, and then you make the poor hate the rich because you say, "Oh, they're taking from you." Look, while you're just over here getting rich off of it,
And yeah, I mean, she bought what, 3, 4 houses or whatever.
bro. Four and counting. Like four and counting, and not just any house, not to house other people.
Stupid nice houses for herself.
Million, multi-million dollar.
What kind of people live in those neighborhoods that she bought?
Exactly, bro. That that's and that was a point that I've seen like some people bring up. It was like this lady has literally been on national television saying she hates white people. Like nobody to make this up. She said it,
Hmm.
and then she then turns around and buys all of her houses in predominantly white neighborhoods. I thought you said you hate these people. I thought you said these people were the devils. and, and then now you buy what gets more private and more intimate than your home? Like, I don't want evil right outside my door. So I'm probably going to put myself in a situation to not have evil. But if I'm calling somebody a devil and they literally live next door to me,
On
that
both sides,
sounds,
behind you, in front of you, everything.
yeah, that sounds counterintuitive. Like it doesn't make sense. Like,
Nope. What would
yeah,
make sense is if you're gonna buy a house, buy one by yourself. Like,
yeah, like exactly. If she would have said like, no, I'm getting a house over here with some land, I would have been, okay, makes sense. But no, you buy four homes in the middle of predominantly white neighborhoods. It just man. Have you seen like apparently like they've brought in somebody, what was it? Some company has committed to like donating them like $90 million, the BLM movement.
she's pocketing 89
Bro, and it's yeah,
million.
and it was for the development and uplifting of the black community. But it's like, wait a minute. So who gets that money?
He does.
Like, right. Because where does how do you just say $90 million for that? Boom.
Bro,
There you go.
people are so dumb.
I swear.
I just don't.
Like,
I wish I could just talk people into just doing stupid stuff like this. Like, hey, bro, this money's actually going here, but it really is not.
yeah, it's not because it's like, bro, so because then are you saying like, do you give her the power to be like, hey, you decide who's in the black community? Or is it just all black people? You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, and then where do you draw the line on black people? Do you only say like American born black people? Do you talk about the people that have moved here? Like, exactly. Do you talk about people that just have a certain amount of black in them? Then you get into blood laws. And then you'd have to say, if you start saying certain stuff about blood, then you have then the laws that used to have blood laws, like for instance, like Virginia had the 164th, then what? You can't call them racist anymore because you're doing the same thing to determine.
No, bro.
So,
No,
like,
we all know only one side is racist.
man, these people, they're a bunch of jokes, bro.
That's the
And
world
it's like,
we live in. That's the
yeah,
world.
and I cannot believe that they got a company to give them $90 million. I'll find what that company's name
Bro, don't even
is.
worry about just one company giving them 90 million. Think about all the other companies that have given them hundreds of thousands, probably millions on top of that.
Oh yeah, and it's just adding up, and they're just over here just, oh, I'll get another house and another house.
And making an entire race of people thinking they actually care about them.
That's the thing. Oh, somebody tried to. I don't want to blast them out in case they ever listen to this. uh,
Don't need names. We're all good.
yeah, somebody tried to tell me how they're trying to. They made it a point to talk to me about their how they know in the past. They were basically confessing their sins. They were like, I know in the past I've been like socially ignorant, and so I'm working really hard on like just reducing my ignorance and being more like socially aware of problems and issues. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I get no, I don't.
So you can be racist, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and like, but dude, then they went on to like express to me like why they believe like so hard in like BLM, like all this, and I was like, dude, you realize BLM does nothing for me, like, and it just. But it goes on to that point you were saying like not even just a race of people, they made tons of all colors of people believe that they actually like stood for something
Mm-hmm.
and are for
You're
the
right. You're right. There is a bunch of white people who got guilted into this movement.
yes, and that's this girl. Damn, I revealed who it is. This girl was white, and she came up to me, bro. Just imagine. All right, you know how I am at work, so I'm just sitting there chilling,
Bro,
like just.
I was just hoping. I was hoping this was just a random person that walked up to you and started talking, and just like, oh my god.
No, bro, I was at work. I was just sitting there just chilling, bro. Keep in mind, nothing about the topic was brought up. This was literally like just out of the thin blue sky.
You were just the first black person she saw.
Yes.
I gotta talk to him. I gotta let him know.
I was just there, right place, right time. And bro, I didn't even know what to say. I was kind of like, so I just sat there, I smiled. I was like, okay. Like I really felt like that dude on that video that, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yes, bro. Cause I was like, why are you dude, this conversation was like 15 minutes long. I was like, why are you saying this to me though?
No.
I guess she just had to get it all off her chest, bro. It was so crazy.
I mean, it still just blows my mind, bro. We live in a world that is, you have to look at somebody based on their skin color.
Yeah.
Never in my life have I thought that was okay, and never will I. But I mean, like, that is what, like, that's the thing is, like, we talk about how bad racism is, but yet people still just, like, push it in a different way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, they try to, like, push a narrative for them to say, like, racism's bad, but then, like, they hate another race.
Yeah.
It's exactly. Like, wait, how does this make sense?
It's confusion, and everybody wants to say that they're right, or like they're or that thing of like, I want to be on the right side of history. Okay, that was a cool line when we first heard it, but now it's being so overused in the wrong way that it's starting to piss me off.
Well, it's like, bro, listen. I know a lot of piece of garbage white people.
Yeah,
I know.
But the same applies for every race, though.
Thank you. You had to say that. I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, I know a bunch of people that, and I don't know them. I mean, we see them, but I mean, like, you see, like, the trash white people who definitely are probably racist, the way they act, and you can kind of see the way they treat people, and things like that. But I mean, like you said, it goes like that in every race.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's the case. And I wish we could stop it. And I wish there was a way to prevent it. But the way everything is pushed upon us these days, there's no way.
No, dude. It's I keep saying this. It's like we keep going back in time. Like, it's like as soon as people get past like the issue, then they're just boom right back. And it's like
a fire that's like dwindling out, and they just throw some fluid on it.
And somebody just has to just I wanted to ask you about this too while we're kind of on this topic of people being hateful. Did you see in Portland how their crime rate went up? This is not a joke. 2,000% since the previous year.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Isn't this when they didn't they do like the defund the police there?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
crazy how that works.
2,000%.
Crazy.
Like, dude, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I don't know what their crime rate was like before. Probably should have looked that up too.
Probably pretty rough, I would assume.
I mean, yeah, let's just say like it was, let's say they had like 20% of crime. Like, I guess that's how that works. 2,000% increase on that. It's like, bro, people getting robbed left and right, killed, like ran over, hit.
All them drugs they legalized out there. No
Yeah,
doubt, bro.
bro. And think about,
Black and a fool.
so what is that? Just in, it's only what, April?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so just in, what is that, 9 months? Because we just saw that big defund the police start, what, last summer?
Mm-hmm.
2,000%, bro? Like, that's insane.
And we know it's not gonna stop.
No, why would you? Yeah, why would it? Bro, they took away police precincts, bro. They fired their police chief. That's not even like a joke.
Who thought that was a good idea?
The mayor, who they're now trying to get out of there. They just want to be lawless.
Bro, that is
crazy.
That is anarchy.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Like, completely. That's what that is.
Yeah, so that Portland will probably burn down pretty soon, and they're gonna wonder why, and nobody's gonna be there to help.
Dude, you don't even feel safe walking around. 2,000% of crime.
Hell no! I didn't even feel safe walking around with all the crackheads.
Exactly. So now you're talking about.
I know you don't have to answer anybody.
Yeah, like, they were talking about how like people were complaining about how like EMT services and emergency responses are just basically they're taking forever now, and it's like, yeah. So first of all, they don't have police escorts. Then they know there's no police coming, and you're telling them to respond to somebody with a gunshot wound. Now I'm probably taking my time too.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the guy with the gun get out of there.
Yeah, I'm letting people chill out a little bit. I get your life is on the line, but so is mine if I come over there right now.
We'll be there in 5.
Yeah, like relax, hold tight, put some pressure on it. We'll see you when we see you.
And by the way, is that guy still there or is he left yet?
Yeah. How's the scene look around there? Just give me a heads up.
Anybody that can help you.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, dude. And it's what everybody predicted though. We knew this was gonna happen. We knew it was gonna come.
Anybody with common sense knew this was gonna happen.
Exactly. Police are needed. Could there be better training? Yes. But nonetheless, they are needed. They serve a purpose. People we've seen.
Yeah, that's like people that say defund the police. Like I just picture them saying like, get rid of the military.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of people that they don't know why we have a military. They really don't get why. Like, it's so dumb.
You know what I don't hope this because it would really hurt us a lot. But I really hope they get drafted first in the next like war. This is why we have a military.
Send them out there, yeah. Bro. You know, I was watching this video about how Sweden makes people conscript for 6 months out of the year. So as soon as you turn like 18, you have to join the military. It's only for 6 months, so it's not the end of the world. But it's like
at least you get an appreciation for it.
Exactly. You know, and it's like I feel like a lot of people could benefit from that because then it's like you at least got the training. You can at least. And then you can make your decision on if you want to go into the military or not after that. Like it's so many benefits to it. So, but so many people I have seen, like, they made the, so have you seen like, what a shark attack is?
I know what a shark attack is, but I don't know what.
Right. Well, like, for like the military, and this is just somebody comment, email us, let me know if I'm wrong about this. I've only watched videos of other people in the military talking about it. And basically they say it's like when all those drill instructors or drill sergeants get in your face and they're like yelling at you and they'll be like, like 2 or 3 yelling at you right on top of you. They had to stop doing that. Yeah, bro. Like that's because they said it was it wasn't a positive enough reinforcement. Like, so people were it put them under too much stress. Bro, this is not a joke, bro. I'm not even joking with you.
You signed up for something that you risked your life for, and you can't be yelled at. Let me see you get shot at real fast.
Bro, exactly. It's like
a grenade just blew your leg off. What you doing, bro?
yeah, exactly. Like it's like,
Come
bro,
on.
everybody's job in the military to some degree has stress. That's the point of them trying
Literally.
like yeah,
If you
they're
didn't
trying
know
to
that, you signed up for the wrong job.
yeah, that's why they're trying to break you down to just like to base level so they can build you up how they need you to be for the military.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole point of that is to just break you down to the fundamentals so you break bad habits quickly right then. Like you think about what you're doing as you're doing it instead of just whatever you want to do without even thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the whole point of them like making you like clean stuff up, run over here, do that, like move with a purpose. You're not just there to lollygag. But yeah, so they had to stop doing that. At least they didn't say that they were completely doing away with it from what I've seen, but they said it has stopped, and it's going under like evaluation or something like that, which means it probably will go away. But
bunch of softies, bro.
yeah, that's really what it is, bro. You got all these people that want the benefits of being in the military, but not really want to be in the military. So yeah, it's a soft time we're living in.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just imagine like having like people that have like grandparents or like parents that were in the military, and you go home and you tell them that.
You're like, hey, granddad. Yeah, so they can't yell at us anymore. They used to yell at you. Oh my god. And it's like, what? They wouldn't even respect you.
No.
They're looking at you like, okay, you didn't really get into the military. You got into something, but it wasn't the military.
Yeah.
There's a guy that does like those parody videos about the military. So he does 1966 to 2006, 1966, 1996, and 2006 and 2016 or something like that. The military, and then he said that they had stress cards in 2016. Like if you felt like overly stressed, you could hold up a card. But apparently this is all the trickle down effects like from that is like what we're seeing now. So like people being spaced out more, not like in getting into their space. Give them like those like safe areas. Like if things do become overwhelming, like things of that sort. It's because of like these are like the big factors that they notice on like reviews and like how people leave feedback. There we go.
Yeah,
about what's happening.
Everyone being soft.
Basically, they listen to all the softest of the softest people in there about how the military should be.
They got blue crew cuts now. People they got their crew cut haircut. They dyeing their hair blue and stuff in the military.
Dude, if they start doing that, oh my gosh, then you'll know. You'll know that it has really hit the fan. Dude, there's this guy that I watch. He talks about how he thinks women should have to get their hair cut too. He's an old Marine, bro. He says, look, we're all here for fairness. He said, I don't care if you're man, woman. He said, if you can do the job, sure. He said, but if we're all getting our haircuts, he said, there's guys that come in with long hair. He said, why can't you get your hair cut too? And I was like, I mean, yeah, but he was like, because like he always points out in any of like his videos, if there's like a woman drill instructor, he's like, I never had one of those. He said, but he's like, and I get like, like they have proven themselves to get there. He said, but at the same time, and he was like, I see all these other drill instructors that have like bald heads, and then here she comes like with a bun. And he's like, no, you should cut it. And I'm just like, it's kind of tough, but I mean, the military, well, it used to be about uniformity.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I was like buzzed off heads and shaved faces. So it was like, I mean, you don't have to shave your face, but you you do have long hair, and I get they try to pull it back, but if we're all going to be uniform here, it's something to think about.
Yeah, I mean that's also true. They don't have the New York Yankee rule anymore. You don't have to be clean shaved. I thought you did.
So yes, but
Other than the mustache.
well, you can get what is it called, a shaving profile. So like if you're like me, where you get like hair bumps really bad if you shave too low, then you can get a shaving profile to where you can have it like a certain length, and you can like grow it out a bit. And they give people that, but for the standard, just if you don't have that, then no, yeah, you have to shave. Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I agree with the uniformity thing. Like, you need to have. If you're gonna make everyone be the same, go
yeah,
ahead
I
and
mean
get them clippers out.
uniformity. That's I feel like that's kind of what simplicity and uniformity is kind of what makes our military so good. You know, if you can, they say they try to make it as simple as possible so you can repeat it numerous times, and then uniformity so that way it's the same everywhere you go. Every time you do it, everybody looks the same. You know exactly who's what and what, and you're like, okay. So,
Yeah,
um,
sure.
we got to find something to end this on with a happy note, something happy.
Bro, we need to talk about Paul Pierce.
All right, that's a good one. Yeah. Paul Pierce went out wild.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
truth.
He was feeling himself. My man was smoking a blunt on a live. He had women around. Hey,
Man, those are professional dancers. Those are
dude, okay. I mean, do you think he should have been fired?
no.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He didn't do nothing crazy.
Disney's not gonna play that though.
Right.
Smoking a bleezy with some strippers on live, bro. Come on, Disney's not playing, bro.
Bro, but the thing is,
all these kids, we can't have this on.
But he wasn't even, and the thing is too, though, like he wasn't even like, from what I saw the clip, he wasn't even doing anything crazy, bro. He was just sitting there just talking. Like he was just talking into like the little face on. He wasn't trying to show like all around. You could just see him, you know. But
there's parts where he's like has it over his head and she's like twerking, bro.
Oh, so he was going. He was being a little crazy then.
Yeah, he was that drunk uncle for a minute.
Yeah. Look, honestly, I don't hate it. I really don't. Like,
respect.
Yeah, he's in his off time. I think it was in California. So
yeah, he was in LA. He was home. He was home.
Yeah.
In LA.
So weed is legal. So again, he's not doing anything crazy. I think they said what they were playing some poker too.
Yeah.
I mean, rich people. That's what they do with their friends. I get it. I mean, I don't think he should have been fired.
I agree, but now we'll see who hires him and see where he goes. But he's gonna make a lot of money wherever he goes.
Oh yeah, because like they know people are gonna watch. He almost has to like, I guess, kind of. I don't know. People got to see a different side of him, and they're like, "Oh no, I know what you do."
They got to see the real side of him.
Yeah, and they're like,
"Ain't no way that was the first time he's been doing that."
Negative. Like that was definitely not the first time. Did you see those people that offered him like a job?
There's like a bunch, and I saw like Cameo, like the video thing. Like they're like he can make like 200,000 like an appearance doing like a Cameo video.
Oh, okay. See, I saw somebody say too. They were like, I heard them talking about on ESPN. They were like, they offered him 250,000. Any women that he wants, they will provide the weed as well. And they're like, as long as he just does, what was it? They said do 2 episodes a week. I was like, if I'm him, sorry, if I'm him, that dude, that's a win.
Yeah,
like that's what 400,000, bro. Just like I think that's how. Well, I don't know if it was 250 an episode or if it was like for like a full season.
But either way, bro, that's a quick $250,000.
Exactly, just to do what you're already gonna do on the weekend anyway.
Bro, the Twitter though, Twitter was the absolute best when this happened. Like
Oh, I can only imagine, bro.
the best video was the Cat Williams video. It says because Paul Pierce is married, and so it
What?
was
I thought he said he wasn't. He said he like had just went through a divorce like last year.
okay. So that might be how it is. But somebody tweeted like Paul Pierce's wife right now, and then they sent this video of Cat Williams, and they said,
Yeah, like, bro, if he did still have a wife, yo, there's no getting out of that. Like, you can't even lie your way through that. You just
"No,
gotta just walk in the house and just be like,
recorded the whole thing, bro. No doubt."
yeah, like you just gotta be like, look, you just go ahead and tell me what you decide right now. Like, yeah, I was out there.
Out there.
Like, yeah, man. But no, I'm pretty sure they said he went through a divorce last year, and so yeah, he's not married anymore.
Well, I mean, that makes it a little better, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
no, it looks like yeah. I mean, it would have been awful if he had a wife at home. Because I mean, like, yeah, but I
Also,
don't condone
for him
cheating.
the next morning to wake up and say good morning, like
He
just
said that,
a tweet that said good morning. That was the tweet the next morning, bro.
bro. So I know they were speculating saying that he was probably on the outs from ESPN anyway.
Hmm. Well, I mean, that's an easy
That's
way
what
to
was
get your
said.
contract
Huh?
terminated. The easy way to get out of your contract.
Yeah. Uh, but okay, wait. Shannon Sharp is on Fox though, right?
Hmm.
Okay, because I was gonna say, bro, he brings Henny on there, Black and Mild.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's a whole different company, so never
But
mind.
Fox took a lot of ESPN talent,
Hmm.
and it's kind of like the more fun version of ESPN.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause he could go over there then,
Hmm.
and do
Well,
something.
Barstool Sports has already reached out to him as well.
Really,
They have
bro,
like Deion Sanders. Like they have athletes.
bro. Barstool is getting heavy into like the podcast space and like little clips. Man, they really grew like quick.
Yeah, they're a powerhouse.
Yeah, because well, I mean, not to cut off what you were saying, but you remember like when I'm just thinking back when we were in school together, like, bro, Barstool, it was still like kind of like fun, but it was just more like an Instagram thing.
Hmm.
Like it wasn't like it was big, but it wasn't. It's kind of like how like TFM was.
Yeah, but I mean that's how they got their following. Because I mean they started as a newspaper company. Like he was like a news,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
like grew into this. And like you're right, it was like an Instagram thing, and then podcast just shot through the roof.
Yeah, dude. And
They
now,
probably have like 150 podcasts at least.
oh man, easy, bro. Like, and they're in all facets of stuff. Like, they're not just in sports.
No
That's
fact.
why I was like, yo, this is huge. And they got that huge deal with that with New Amsterdam vodka.
Hmm.
Like, bro, they are making moves out here.
Yeah, they're doing okay. I don't think they're, and I think they're only on the way up because they partnered with they got bought by Penn National Gaming, which is basically
Okay.
like casinos and stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's what Penn owns. So I mean, like, and as dude, gambling is just growing like legal everywhere at this point, like sports betting and everything.
Basically.
Arizona just announced like they're doing mobile sports betting, and then they're having like sports books where you can go and physically place your bets set up inside the Suns arena and at TPC Scottsdale at the golf course. Um,
Really?
and then New York just legalized it. Um, Florida's about to. So I mean, like it's going to be everywhere probably in the
I
next
mean,
like
Tennessee already has it too.
yeah,
As you say, yeah.
like Tennessee, Illinois, Indiana, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey,
Hmm.
Colorado. A lot of
Bro,
places already have it.
in Philly, they got those big old like the ones that wrap around the buildings, the electric screens that
Mm-hmm.
have like the tickers. Boy, they all say that what is that what is it, GMG?
Yeah, MGM.
MGM, yeah. MGM sports betting, like, yeah, and they're like, download the app. Like, it's everywhere you go. I was like, holy crap. I didn't realize like how big it had gotten. But yeah. They're pushing it heavy.
Yeah, it's gonna be something big. And I think that's why like we see people like A-Rod buying a sports team. Like,
yeah.
Like these sports
dude
organizations are going to like,
what is that?
This is a money move, bro. You got that much money, why not buy a team?
Right. But why did he choose a basketball team? On top of that, why did he choose the Timberwolves?
Well, I mean, there's probably just what's available right now. Like, because
right, okay.
If I'm not wrong, I think he's already part of the Miami FC, which is the new like MLS team that's coming up in Miami.
Okay.
I think he's a part of that. These guys just have their hand in 20,000 baskets. You know what I mean?
Right. Because yeah, dude, that was a fantastic move. I mean, as far as just money move, but I was like, why the Timberwolves? Because what they say, he's going to take full control of the team. Him and the other guy he bought it with in 2023.
Well, and then, I mean, the fact that Anthony Edwards had no idea who he was, he's gonna
I thought that was so funny. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. Because I think if he didn't grow up like really watching baseball, A-Rod was out of the league by the time he was growing up. He saw the tail end of like A-Rod's career.
Yes, but he also grew up in Atlanta, so it's like you grew up around baseball. And then that interview where he's saying he played baseball, bro.
Bro, he probably just played Little League, bro. And he was just like, I could have went to the MLB, which is everybody and their mama thinks if they could have did something. But it's like, yeah, I could believe him not knowing who A-Rod was. Because yeah, even when A-Rod was on the Yankees, I mean, you still had Derek Jeter there.
That's facts.
You know, and nobody will ever be bigger than, well, in that era, there was nobody bigger than Derek Jeter on the Yankees. Like Mariano Rivera, I mean, people knew who he was.
Yeah, but A-Rod was getting paid the most.
Right. But, dude, hold on, just touching on that. It's so crazy to me how he won his suspension. And so he got his contract at that $161 million. He then got to sue the doctor and the outlet that produced a story on him being like, running that ring.
Mm-hmm.
So he got all of that money. And then he got to come back.
And he got to take steroids.
Yeah. I was like, this dude has been winning for a long time. And then you see he broke off that engagement with Jennifer Lopez. Smartest thing he could have did.
Yeah, that was probably best for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I could see you dating her, but don't wife her. Yeah. Now, if they was 20 years ago, I would kind of see what the kid of them will look like. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, but at this point, there ain't no need for all that.
Nah. I'm all right. I don't want to see J-Lo and A-Rod. I'm all right. But, well, you got anything else, brother? Anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, man. I think that's it for today.
Yeah. No, I think that's all I got. I'm glad we ended it on something a little bit lighter.
A little positive.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you guys. Continue to support us on YouTube, Anchor. Well, I guess anywhere you can listen to podcasts because we're a few places. So yeah, that's all I got there.
Perfect. Appreciate you guys. Till next time.